Before I begin, I just wanted to thank my class for giving me the chance to speak today. I promise this isn't what you're expecting. I'm not up here to relive memories from the past 4 years. There are many I have in my head, but I'd like to focus on something else. As I sat down to decide what I wanted to say to you all, I went looking for the classic graduation cliches. For the great lines like, "It seems like just yesterday that we were scared little freshmen wandering these halls," and "Fellow classmates, the future is bright." I definitely found them, but then I came across an article that struck a different chord. I'd like to share some points from that article with you today and try to give you some words of encouragement by expanding on some of these cliches that I found. The article I want to share with you is written by an anonymous blogger who is known as the Loquacious Ninja. He or she wrote this opening paragraph. "Every year in commencement speech after commencement speech, graduating seniors are spoon-fed an endless plethora of quotes and cliches from the podium. We are congratulated for all the hard work we have put in to get to this point and for having made it. We're asked, hasn't time just flown by? Because why, it seems like just yesterday. But look at where we are now. We're told that this is the time of our lives, and that we'll look back on these days as among the best of our lives, but we're also reminded that it's not the end, it's just the beginning. That this is the first day of the rest of your life, because after all, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and as one door closes, another opens. We've only just begun." I'm sure many of you have heard these quotes over and over again, year after year, but I'd like to shed some light on a couple of them. Number 1, follow your dreams, pursue your passions, be true to yourself, and trust your instincts. While these things are great to keep in mind, they really aren't everything. A person who only worries about themselves won't get very far in life, except for the rare occasion when your father gives you a small loan of $1 million. You spent 14 years of your life telling people they're fired on a TV show, and you aspire to make America great again by building a huge wall around our country. I believe this class is the best class to come out of Centennial. I know, that's a cliche saying too, but I wholeheartedly believe it to be true. We rarely had any in-class drama. We have all-area athletes and state qualifiers in both athletics and other activities. We have people who have traveled abroad for music and performed in some of the most prominent locations in Europe. We have students who know more about cars than most people in this room and can probably fix any problem that involves an engine that you can think of. All of these people have been able to coexist, succeed, and make Centennial a better place with their talents and their personalities. Take these talents and share them with the world, with the people that you meet in college or the workforce. It's important for you to take care of you, but the real pleasure in life will come from sharing with those around you. I'm sure it won't be that hard for all of us. We've survived 12 plus years together. We can make it anywhere. Number 2, today is a bright day full of hope and promise. You are the future. The future is in your hands. Yes, this is true. You control the path your future will take. However, sometimes you'll slip up. Some days are going to be rough. Like Miss Honaby read to us on our last day in English class, from the classic, "Oh, the places you'll go." I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true, that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. Even when these bang-ups and hang-ups happen, don't forget where you came from. The blessing of a small town is that everyone cares and is watching out for one another. Even when you go off to college, this community will still care about you and support you. When times are tough, return to your roots. Return to the small town that loves you and wants the best for you, and the school that also cares about you. The teachers, the administration, all the staff, and your fellow students, those in the seats around you, and the others who are here today to celebrate with you. They have your best wishes in mind, and will encourage and lift you up whenever you need it. Take this love and support to college too, and give it to the new friends that you will make. Share a piece of the small town connection, and it will be given in return. And when everything comes crashing down, there's always one that you can lean on. He has seen you through up to this point, and he will continue to be there for you for the rest of your life. He's watching down on you even as I speak, and I know he couldn't be prouder of all of your successes, the person you are today, and the person that you will become. Number 3, you are the future. The future is in your hands. As you go out into the world, strive to make a difference, to make the world a better place, and to turn the world upside down. Making the world a better place has been my mantra since I came to Centennial. This is great and all, but I've realized a small boy from a small town in the middle of the Midwest isn't going to be able to change the world anytime soon. The world is a big and it's honestly a scary place. Racism, sexism, the church versus state idea is pushed in our faces almost every day by the media. The threat of terrorism and the shadow of our national debt looms large. Earthquakes, tornadoes, fires, and other natural disasters wreak havoc. There's a lot to be worried about. But I've realized instead that while I can't change this world, I can change the small world around me right here at Centennial. My sophomore year, for a speech from Mrs. Rickard, I studied a concept called upstream reciprocality. The idea is that if you do a small act of kindness for someone else, they will be inspired to pay it forward by doing a kind act for another person, and so on and so forth. This creates a domino effect of positivity that could possibly reach hundreds, all because one person did something as little as dropping a quarter in an expired parking meter. Let me take this idea and apply it. In a normal 24-hour day, if you perform 2 small acts of kindness in the morning, and each person does the same every hour, by the same time the next day, almost 17 million people would have taken part in these small acts of kindness. Now, of course, not everyone will follow up. We're all human. But just think about it. In one day, a number of people double the population of New York City could be reached. Simple, positive actions day by day can build up to something great, and maybe, just maybe, will bring about a change in the bigger picture. This can start with us today. Finally, I want to tell you all that I am extremely proud of all the amazing things that my classmates have accomplished. You're all beautiful people, and I couldn't have spent the past 4 years of my life with anyone better. As you move on to wherever life has taken you, if you don't remember anything else from this ceremony, please remember these next few things I'm about to tell you. Society is normal, and it looks for you to be normal along with it, but don't be. Rather than follow suit with those around you, blaze your own trail. As the late Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Also, be the real you. Look for friends and company who want to help you succeed because they enjoy you for the person that you are, not the person that you pretend to be. Ellen DeGeneres once stated, the most important thing in your life is to live your life with integrity and to not give in to peer pressure to try to be something that you're not. This quote from Joss Whedon also speaks to this idea. Don't just be yourself. Be all of yourself. Don't just live. Be that other thing connected to death. Be life. Live all of your life. Understand it. See it. Appreciate it. And have fun. My old teacher at St. Paul, Mr. Brower, used to close every school day with a saying, and I want to share it with you now. I'm sure some of my fellow graduates will remember it quite clearly. I love you. God loves you. And He allows you to be the best that you can.